Good morning, good morning. It is your girl Crystal Flowers, and it is a grateful Tuesday. I hope you guys are having an absolutely amazing day already. Your day is kicking off and getting started with a good emotion, a good feeling. And if it's not, guys, you can turn that thing around with your self-talk, right? So I have a couple of people coming on here today. I have the amazing boss mom herself, Candace Brown, and the Millennial Conversationalist and podcaster, Demetrik Hylton. So they should be joining me in just a second. I am going to see if they are. Okay, and then I'm going to talking to myself, y'all. You know how you sometimes you gotta talk your way through it. All right. There we go. All right. I see Demetrik is there. And I sent you an invite. So you should have it. You should be coming on in just a second. And we're going to get this conversation started on today. There we go. Good morning. You got on my favorite color, orange. This is going to be some good conversation. How you doing this morning?
I'm all right. How you doing?
Good. And you got Candace.
Good morning. Let me put my headphone on real quick, okay?
Okay. Candace is actually, guys, this morning, Candy had a glitch in her schedule. So she is actually going to be coming live from the beauty salon. We didn't want to cancel this conversation, so we're still going to go ahead and go through with the conversation because we know that this conversation is going to impact so many lives, right? And that's sometimes why we have to just keep pushing forward, even when we have a hiccup here or two, right? And so this morning I have, like I said, I have the beautiful boss mom, Candace Brown of Boss Mom Empire, and I have Demetrik Hylton of Tech Time with Me. He's an amazing podcaster and a millennial. I call him a millennial conversationalist, right? I done gave him a title. So that's what I get when I hear him conversating. I hear a lot of good conversation. So a lot of good conversation for the millennials, right? Because he speaks with a lot of wisdom. And so this morning we're going to be talking about something, guys, that has been, I've had this conversation before with Demetrik, and I've also had it before with Candace, and it has been about mental health, right? Mental health and gratitude. And so we're going to have this dialogue again, but I thought I would bring both of them in because they drop bullets, right? They drop nuggets. They drop the thing that can actually tap into your lifestyle. Candy even got the orange background. See, that orange is all over everywhere.
It's meant to be. She got the orange background. I got the orange sweater.
Yes, I see it.
That orange was, we all in tune. So, guys, this morning, you know, with do you want to go ahead and introduce yourselves? I apologize before I get started if I've missed something.
No, sorry. Well, first I just want to say, Candace. That's her name.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I might want to get you on the live. Okay.
Nah, I'm saying it's nice to meet you, and for you to be doing this while you, in a hair salon, that shows your dedication.
Oh, thank you.
So we appreciate your time, and we value that. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Crystal, thanks for having me.
You are so welcome. Both of y'all just bless me so much when we get out here and we have the dialogue together. And just having y'all in together, I know this is going to be good. So, with everything going on, mental health, during this pandemic, me and Demetrik had a conversation last week. Like I said, me and Candace have had this conversation before. Gratitude is something, a positive emotion in the midst of all of that. But it's something that we really need to hone in and tap in and be aware with our friends and family. Like just recently, guys, thank you for joining the conversation also. Just recently, we had just Sunday, was it? I think it was Sunday, where the beauty contestant, former beauty Miss USA, actually was battling some things silently, guys. And this is why we need to have these conversations, especially in the African American community, because a lot of times we sit silent on this conversation, and people feel like they have nobody that they can actually come to, right? And so this morning we're going to be talking about that mental health space and the gift that gratitude brings that to, right?
Right.
And I just want to start off with this conversation saying that positive emotion can actually just turn your mindset around. It can take you off focus of the things that you are focusing on. It won't change the situation, right? Right? There won't be no miracle manifestation of that. Well, there can be, but
okay.
thank you. But that conversation will actually, when you start to focus on gratitude, the things that you are grateful for, you're less likely to continue focusing on those things that are, nagging at you at that point. So y'all can just jump in anywhere you feel like, but I know you guys have had some experiences in this area of mental health where you had some challenges and you were able to do some things to get you through that other side. So Candace, I don't know if you want to go first, or
I'm gonna let Demetrik take the show. I'm gonna let him take it. I'm gonna let you go.
All right, no problem. I was gonna let ladies go first, but I got you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll jump into it with this. Like you said, Chris, how the girl Miss America, how she committed suicide this past weekend. I feel like a lot of people don't realize that there's a lot of people around them that are suffering in silence. People don't feel comfortable with just exposing that side of themselves. A lot of people grow up, if you're from the West Coast, or even from from the East Coast. Me being from New York, you grow up to hide that circular emotion where you don't want to show transparency and vulnerability. So with that being said, people turn to other things, and in her light, on the news, she seemed like such a happy person. Like when I'm looking at her pictures, she seemed so happy, and she seemed like life was really like the best thing that ever happened to her. But what she was struggling with was something more bigger than what we thought. So I think people think that they have to go through this mental health struggle alone, and that's the thing. If we can show that we're there for somebody, or if we can have somebody to just talk to, I think that can honestly take away parts of us that makes us feel like we're alone. The mental health is all in your mind. If you say you're this certain person, that's how you're gonna move. It says as a man thinketh, so is he. So if you think a certain type of way, then this is exactly how you are. So I feel like us as millennials, and even y'all, because y'all are older than me, so y'all generation before me.
Oh, you calling us old now?
I'm not calling you old. You look younger. You look.
I'm kidding. We gotta have some humor now. I'm just playing.
I got you. But see, your generation though that came before me, we didn't. I'm not gonna say y'all didn't do a good job, but the thing is, mental health wasn't spoken about enough.
That's right.
We had to wait till COVID to speak about what isolation does to somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, you can go
on. Yeah, absolutely. And COVID just exposed what things were happening, in the thing, because I think from my generation, you might not know it, but Candy is more closer to your generation than mine. But from my big
I told you he calling me old. That's all right. I want to live to be old. That's fine. I'll take it, honey.
but Candy's from my generation, it was a don't tell what's going on in this house. You know what I'm saying? So Uncle Bobby might have been I'm just throwing some names out there, y'all. I'm not talking about any of my family or anybody's family in particular, but Uncle Bobby might have been the one that might have been taking it to the head drinking, or he might have been, dealing with his mental health issues like that, or he might have been silently running around the house naked or something, you know, just anything, battling with those depressions. But our parents told us what goes on in this house stays in this house. And so it wasn't like you could even get that person. You might have seen them struggling and battling with these things, but you couldn't even really say anything because it was a no-tell policy, right? Then when your generation came along, it became stranger danger. It was like tell everything, right? And so that shift happened, and it happened, and then you had some people that were stuck in the middle, not just knowing what to do. Am I going to be quiet or am I going to speak about it? I'm just not going to say nothing. You know, I don't know where to go, what to do, what to say. And so they were that middle ground, that middle piece. So a lot of times things got bottled up. And then, you know, it was a shame that came with it in the Black community. You know, if you had somebody in your family that was dealing with, that was dealing with mental health, it was like, oh, I'm ashamed. Like it was something you did to cause it, you know? And it was like, come on, let's deal with this. Even in the African-American church, and I'm a person of faith, guys, but even in the African-American church, it was buried. It was hushed. We're going to pray this out. We're going to have an all-night prayer session. It's going to be gone. And I'm one that believes in Christian counseling as well as the other type of counseling. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Believe in that balance. And there are some spiritual counselors out there that do both and do it very well. So it's not like you have to be going to somebody and then they be like, oh, no. This right here is this. You don't want to go to them because all they're going to do is put you on medication and they're going to make you, you know, just all these different phobias that come with mental health, right? And so that was the thing about our generation. You know, it was a no-tell policy. We're not going to talk about it. We're going to be quiet. We're going to sweep it under the rug. It's not going out of this house. That's going to be it. Uncle Bobby going to be in, running around crazy, acting, doing whatever he's doing because, you know, that's what it, and I'm no disrespect to anybody, but that's what it was. We're going to just leave him in the house and we're going to let him do that. He's going to be all right in a couple of days, but we ain't going to tell nobody about it. Right? Yeah. And so those were some of the things that we dealt with that we deal with in our community when it comes to mental health, right?
Yes.
So, yeah. You want to go ahead and jump in there, Candy?
So y'all gonna let me say a few words this morning.
Of course.
But my take on mental health, and I know we all come from different eras. You know, growing up, I have someone very close to me that is, you know, have a mental illness. And I think in today's society with social media and so many things going on, you know, social media, everybody seems so happy, you know, just like Demetrik, is it Demetrik? Excuse me, what's your name again?
It's Demetrik.
Oh, Demetrik. Okay. I was about to call you Demetrius. Okay, Demetrik. So as you were saying about the young lady, you know, she committed suicide on Sunday or Monday. She seemed very happy, right? I think a lot of times, you know, we're so focused on being happy. We got all these cute, beautiful pictures, but deep down inside, we have pride. We're not letting people know what's really going on with us and really like just sharing our struggles. And, you know, society now puts a lot of pressure on, you know, people that are in higher levels. So I think when we just come out of that denial of being ashamed of depression and anxiety, you know, our lives get better, because I am a person that have experienced anxiety and depression. I didn't go to a doctor to get diagnosed, but I know that I was a different person. I wasn't me. I was a character. I was pretending to be happy, but deep down, when I go home, I'm laying in my bed all day, don't want to take a bath, don't want to do anything. And how I had to come out of that was, yes, I pray, I believe in Jesus, but I had to go to therapy. And I think now, you know, in our society too, if you go to therapy, you could be labeled crazy. Oh, they're going to give you medication, but it's not always the case. And I'm not knocking medication. If you need medication, you better get you some, okay? Now, I never had to take any, but if you need some, get you some, okay? To the good Lord can take you off of it. But therapy was very life-changing for me, because there was some deep-rooted issues that I had in my life as a child that I never brought to the surface. And so we never know what's causing us to feel down or sad. And I'm just learning that happiness come within. I'm not happy every single day. I have my moments. You know, I'm human. But I think now just with social media, everybody is just, you know, they seem super happy. But I'm not saying everybody is depressed or struggle with anxiety. But it's the social media that I think everybody just wants to be somebody that they're not. And I won't say everybody, but most people. Because it's the likes, it's the engagement, you know, to make people feel good. So I think once you learn who you really are and you start to be grateful for what you have and know that, you know, just work towards your goals and stuff in life, you know, life gets easier. Just be grateful every single day of your life for what you have, and know that you are where you're supposed to be. I hear a lot of people say all the time, you know, I ain't where I'm supposed to be yet. Yes, you are. You're right where you're supposed to be. And so God, you know, we're all in God's time. And so that's what I have to say on it.
Yeah. And go ahead, me.
Go ahead. Keep going.
I was going to say, I was going to say too that sometimes one of the things that you said was the anxiety. Sometimes that anxiety comes from social media, because a lot of times, you know, you're not anxious before you get on there, but then when you get on there and you start going to that comparison factor of what this person is doing and what that person isn't doing, then that anxiety comes along. Or what you think, your limitations, you go into all of this stuff and your limitations. So a lot of times, I know for me, sometimes you won't see me on social media. I check out, right? And I check out for a couple of hours. And I had this conversation with Candace, because sometimes it can become so, it can be so much, right? You're constantly going through those reels, looking at those reels. And yes, I am a content creator and I make a lot of reels, but I know when I have to jump in and jump out of social media, because it can become so overwhelming. And like she said, a lot of things up there are not truth, right? A lot of people up there are just...
I do agree with that. Yeah.
They're just doing it for the life.
I mean, Social media it's not bad. It's a good place to inspire, to motivate. It's how you use it. But if you're constantly on social media all day for hours and hours, it will have you comparing yourself. Okay, you got to find something to do,
right,
with your time. So if you're constantly on there, you know, because it's not just Instagram, you got Facebook, you got TikTok, you got Snapchat. If you're constantly looking for someone else's approval, then it could take you to a different place. So yeah.
You got something, me?
No, I'm adding on to what Candace said about social media for sure. It can definitely put you into a place of comparison, and comparison steals your joy. You know, you have to love yourself. And a lot of times people use social media for the wrong things. I feel like, you know, we have to learn how to be more producers than consumers. You know, we consume a lot of things, and you know, after we're done on Instagram, whatever app we're on, we start to think about how we can, you know, be like that person. But somebody's level 10 is not your level 1. You know, we all have to start on one particular level and then, you know, keep building. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Absolutely. I'm telling you, guys, and this just being like, you know, I even went and Googled, and I was trying to think of I was trying to see when Mental Health Awareness Month is, and it's actually May, right? The month of May. But I want to encourage people today just to be aware of people that are around you on a day-to-day basis. You know, not particularly waiting for a month. I wasn't doing it because of that. I was just trying to inquire just to find out a little bit more information about it. But just being aware and being open to people that are around you. I know last week when me and Demetrik was talking, he was saying that when his customers come in the store and they agitated, he
Aggravate.
always
Oh.
yeah, he always asks them, you know, how's your day going or how you doing or whatever. That's a mental health checkup, guys. Whether you know it or not, just asking a question and listening to people, that is a mental health checkup. And a lot of times, like they normally do, people gonna tell you more than what you want to know, but they're gonna tell you exactly how they feel, especially if you are being sincere. Right? If you're asking them and you're saying, you know what, how you doing? They're going to go in, they're going to let you know what, I had a bad day today. I'm just getting off work, da, da, da. They'll give you a lot more information you're asking for, but it's because they are wanting someone to be able to download all of that information. They're grateful, first of all, because you just even considered asking them how they are doing. But then they are grateful that they got a platform or somewhere that they can download. And that was my thing for when I first brought this platform. I realized that gratitude is like one of the biggest things that you could have in your life. And a lot of times people see me up here and they like, oh, she happy all the time. No, I'm not happy all the time. I choose to be happy, right? Happiness is a choice. And I choose to be happy because I know it makes my life just that much the better. So when I get into a position that I got something going on and it's not going the way I want it to go, I can go back and I can reflect on, you know what? I remember when this happened, right? Or I can be happy about this. I got somebody asking to join. Official Grace, I won't be able to bring you on this week, but
you can
maybe
bring
we can
you can bring another one. Oh,
bring
bring
her
4
on
people? Oh, she
another
wants to come
time.
on now.
Yeah,
Oh, she wants to come on now.
I'll do it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll do
Oh, I
it
thought
another
she was
time.
saying another time, but she's talking about now. Oh, okay.
Right,
Oh,
right. But we'll be able to have a conversation on another time. But yeah, but you guys have anything else to add to what I was just saying?
I just want to say this before I go. Thank you all for having me this morning, and thank you all for watching. But for you all watching, and even to the replay viewers, you know, if you are, you know, feeling down, or I don't even like to use the word depressed or anxiety, but if you're feeling a different type of way, please reach out to someone, get some help, and don't feel ashamed, because we all have struggles and weaknesses, and, you know, God can't heal what you don't reveal. And so, you know, make sure that you just reach out to someone that you trust and that can get you some help, because you are worthy, you are loved, and God wants you here. And so that's all I have to say. The enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I just want to piggyback on what Candy said. One, I applaud you for you letting us know that you go to therapy, because a lot of people wouldn't even say that. So I applaud for that, because
Well, thank
honestly, I
you.
feel like that's so important. I feel like people should know that it's okay. Like you said, people crazy for going to therapy, but I feel like, you know, times have changed. It's okay to step into your own comfort zone, you know. And
Yes.
I definitely agree. I definitely agree with you with that. Like, you know, people need to just reach out if something's bothering them. Don't sit in silence about it. Speak up about it, and, you know, each one teach one. Somebody can help each other, or somebody can refer them to get some help from wherever, whether it be a pastor, whether it be therapy. You know, sometimes
Yes.
people, like Chris said back in the day, they'll say, "Well, pray it out." Well, you know, as you know, wisdom is open to anybody. That wisdom could be therapy. That wise counsel could be somebody that God's sending you to go to
Right.
therapy and
Right.
speak to somebody about. So don't be
Mm-hmm.
closed-minded on one door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. So, guys, on today, we're gonna, if you guys don't have anything else to share, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna close this out. And I just want to thank both Candace and Demetrik for coming on. You know, sometimes, guys, you know, the conversations are not easy. But I'm glad I am a vessel, or this is a platform that it can be had on, because I'm praying that somebody is going to be impacted by this today, and you'll be able to go out and get the help that you need, or you'll be able to do something to help your situation, right? And so on today, like I do every week, I challenge you to reflect on at least 2 things that you are grateful for, right? And this is going to be the start of you being able to pull yourself out of that heaviness. Is just being able to reflect on at least 2 things that you are truly, truly grateful for on today. Whether it's you were able to get a beauty parlor appointment, whether you were able to wake up this morning, you got breath in your body, you got water, you got gas, you got lights, you got clothes to wear, whatever it is, reflect on at least 2 of those things all day today. And I promise you, your day will be that much better, right? So every week we come on here, I come on here to have someone to share with you, to be able to help and impact your lives, right? But what I want you to do today is I want you to be able to share this live, because some bullets and some nuggets was dropped. Go ahead and share this live with your friends and family, because you never know who in your circle is struggling with their mental health, right? Go ahead and share this information, share this live with them. Also, I'll see you back here next week, where my guest will be Shakita Evans, and she is a widower. And she will be talking about getting through with that situation. All right. So you guys have an absolutely amazing, amazing day on purpose. Thank you, Demetrik. Thank you, Candace. I love both of y'all. I appreciate you.
Love you too. Love you guys.
I'll see y'all later.
Thank
Toodles.
you. Have a good one.
Bye-bye. You too.
Bye-bye.